Hi guys, this is Mario Lamarque and today we're gonna talk about T-RackS 6 by IK Multimedia. T-RackS 6 Max is a compilation of 62 plugins for mixing and mastering. The 62 plugins that come with this bundle can be used natively in your favorite DAW. Also, you can use T-RackS 6 as a standalone mastering suite. Here we are. This is my mastering session. I previously mixed this song. This is the album cover. The name of the song is called Vuelve a Nacer, which in Spanish means to be reborn. I'm using these plugins natively. It's easier to start with something I already know, like my DAW, and using only K Multimedia plugins. So let's start with the metering, and you're gonna see all the levels and everything is reflected on this meter, how the mix was sounding before any process. This auxiliary channel and everything else, all these are mute. This is my mix before any processing. We're gonna start with the burst. It's a little lower in volume. Now we're gonna see how loud in integrated LUFS the chorus is. Te vas, nunca te entendí. Te vas, ya no estás aquí. So I'm gonna jump straight to the next chorus. So now you can see we hit negative 16 LUFS and the last chorus is the loudest part of the song. There's so many ways to do this. You can use a BU meter, the RMS, all of them are great. You can get to where you want to be. As long as your song, you feel that everything is consistent. In my case, my goal is to make the song louder than the mix. So I'm done with the meter right now. I'm gonna show you the EQ. I'm using the classic EQ. You guys can see right here, it has two options, left and right, and mid and side. I use a preset, I modify it. That's the original preset, that's the way I had it. So let's hear that part and I'm just gonna show you how it sounds without it. So you can see it's very straightforward. I just try to make it a little less harsh. You have the option to left and right, EQ the left side, the right side only. When you put equal, it's both sides, left and right is stereo. MS, mid and side. Mid, the center, and then the side. Keep it in stereo. When you're doing mastering, you don't want to go crazy with EQ. Supposedly you did your job. The song is supposed to be sounding like it's finished. I'm going to move on to the next plugin. It's a bass compressor. I started with a preset and I move it, compressing around -2, and I put the makeup gain plus 2 dBs. So it should sound almost at the same volume. So you can just work the ratio, the attack, release, high pass filter. There's so many ways you can use this. In this case, it was a pretty simple, straightforward mastering session. Well, let's see, I think the grid is adding distortion. So some people like to compress both sides with the same compression. Some people like to let the left side compress different than the right side. Right now we're linking it. Okay, well, I deactivate the grid. I wanted to add other type of distortion. Also, this is the Layers Mastering EQ here. But I wanted to show you, this EQ is really good. It's really nice and melodic. We can explore more about it. We can make it a little more bright. The Layers Mastering EQ has the option to be left and right stereo, mid side, and the output. I think I'm gonna bypass this mastering EQ for now. I don't need it on this session. Next plugin, the classic clipper by IK Multimedia. I started with a preset and then I changed it to my taste. And we're gonna use the meter to measure loudness. So this will be the sound before the clipper. So we're getting close to 16 LUFS. I'm gonna add a few dBs more using this clipper. So with the slope, we can smooth out how we clip the track. The peaks gonna cut in a different way. As we can see, we're already at -13. I like this preset. I can modify a little bit. I'm gonna put it -1. We have a bunch of different presets here for mastering. So now I'm gonna add some tape saturation. I found Tape Machine 99. I started with a preset, but I modify it my way. Let's hear the song before the tape saturation. So let's get a few dBs more, just a little bit. So here we have the tape speed, 7.5 and 15. I like this one. I like the little warmth that adds to the song. Okay, so we got the song pretty loud right now, close to 10 LUFS, even 9. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the last plugin of the chain, the stealth limiter. I think this limiter is really easy to use and very transparent, very straightforward. So now we know our song is around 10, close to 9 LUFS. So now we're gonna use the limiter. Okay, so we have all the functions here for this limiter. We have the input, the output ceiling, the out ceiling, the main control, the mode, intersample peak limiter, and dithering. I picked a preset and I modified my way to a very straightforward. So as far as I know, the infrasonic filter, it removes anything below 22 Hz. I don't need anything below 22 Hz on my sound, so I'm gonna press the button here. This preset had a boost of 6 dB, but my songs are really loud and I don't really need that much, so I already turned it down. The unity gain monitor basically balance volume after the limiter and put it in unity gain, so we can actually hear what the limiter is doing. Let me show you. It's a really handy feature, so you can actually hear what the limiter is adding to your master. Now this is the bypass for the plugin, bypassing the limiter. Okay, we have different modes: tight, balance, harmonics 1 and 2. I want my master with the tight mode. Here we have intersample peak limiter. Basically, this plugin uses an advanced algorithm to prevent clipping caused by intersample peaks. So we can avoid that by oversampling the master. Multiply by 16. Doesn't matter. Can be by 4, but let's go all the way. We have the option of dithering. So dithering is the last step when it's time to export a file. I have the option also here in Logic. Let me show you. What it says is noise shaping. Okay, so we get to the final part, the result. The song is really loud. hitting around -7, -8. It doesn't have to be that loud. Honestly, I was just doing this master for this tutorial. I usually aim for 10 LUFS. Alright guys, so I hope you guys like this tutorial / review of T-RackS 6 Max. I wanna thank the people from IK Multimedia for sending me this software for review. And I'm just gonna finish the tutorial. I'm gonna show you how you export the file here. Command B on Logic, uncompressed WAV file. I'm gonna bounce it at 16-bit. And like I said here, I have the option for dithering here. I can do it with Logic or the stealth limiter. I'm just gonna use in this case the dithering from the stealth limiter. Here's the track. Okay, so if you finish the tutorial until the end and you don't hate the song by now, imagine how many times I had to listen to this myself. Here's the final result. I'm just gonna play the whole song for you, and I'm putting the meter so you guys can see how loud it is and how it sounds. Te vas, nunca te entendí. Te vas, ya no estás aquí. Te vas y todo el dolor queda atrás. Te vas, nunca te mentí. Te vas, ya no estás aquí. ¿Qué más? Palabras que te hacen llorar. Despertar y encontrar quién fui otra vez. Vuelve a nacer, vuelve a nacer, vuelve a nacer sin ver atrás. Te vas, nunca te entendí. Te vas, mejor estoy así. Te vas, ya nada me puede importar. Ahora entiendo de un tonto que se dio por entero a tus sueños frustrados que no puede ver. Sé que ahora es muy tarde, no te echo de menos, no me arrepentiré.